Hello, good morning, everyone. Hello, Mehul. Thanks for the subscription and welcome, everyone. It's Monday morning here in the UK, and our local time is 6:29. If you've got time, Mehul, you can join. I've invited you already. So the people who have joined on trial basis, they'll get 2 free lessons, and they'll be also added to the subscriber chat for these 2 days. And after that, the system automatically removes you. There is no control for me for adding or removing, guys. Okay, so this is the information for you. And also each class is an hour exactly duration. It starts one time and finishes one time automatically by the system. So this is another information for you guys. Hello, Elmir, welcome. So once again, guys, this is IELTS speaking and writing sessions, and I also deal other parts of the IELTS exam like listening or reading, or also I deal with grammar and vocabs, or any other problem you have got because you're considering to sit for the IELTS exam, or maybe you're planning to develop your English language. Then whatever is needed, I'm just going to give you enough information so that it is helpful for you. So once again, guys, you're watching the live stream from the UK, and you're in my, IELTS speaking and writing sessions. If you have got any questions or comments, or if you'd like to join my live stream, you are more than welcome. What you have to do is you have to visit my profile and take the free trial lessons. And it's totally free. You don't have to pay any money at all for these 2 lessons. And after that, if you want to continue, you need to subscribe with your money. Please bear in mind that these are trial lessons, and you just have to take the opportunity of the trial lessons. Okay. Hello, Elmir, welcome. Imdadul, welcome. I'm doing great. Thanks for the question. How about you? Okay, guys. So today my plan is to give some, tips about IELTS listening part. So let's move on. Hello, Asaria, welcome. Hello, Aisha, good morning. Thanks for joining. So, how many of you are considering to sit for the IELTS exam? Or maybe you sat for the exam, you couldn't get your required score. Or maybe you like to develop your speaking, or you like to develop your communication skill. Asaria, you're from Saudi Arabia. Welcome, ahlan sahlan. And Elmir from Azerbaijan. Al Mehul from India. Imdadul from Bangladesh. Welcome, everyone. And Aisha from Bangladesh too. Thank you very much for joining. Mehul, I have invited you. If you have got time, you can join me. Hello and welcome.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Would you like to tell me a little bit more about yourself?
Yes, my name is Josie Mehul, and I'm from India. And now I'm work from home.
Okay, you work from home. What kind of work do you do?
I'm basically working New York project form filling on internet online.
What kind of forms?
Like property, who purchase any property, and we need to filling form in property location, state, zip code, lot, block,
All right.
this type.
And
Yeah,
do you work for someone else or are you a freelancer?
yeah, I'm freelancer.
How long have you been doing this job?
I am 2 year.
2 years. Okay.
Yeah.
And how many hours do you have to do this work in a day?
In a day, I'm 7 to 8 years.
Mm-hmm. And how is your experience about doing these online form filling jobs?
Yeah, 2 years also.
Now, I'm asking how is your experience?
Experience.
Mm-hmm.
Freelancing, all not all work. In my project, I have a 2 year experience, sir.
So, what is your project then?
Real estate.
Okay, so the form filling you're doing, those people, are they all from India or from another country?
No, no, another country. Only New York country.
I'm sorry, only?
New York country in state Dallas. Who's purchase any property, any floor, flat, then we need to complete where is location property. We are filling property location.
And I didn't get the name of the country. What's the name of the country?
New York
New York.
in city Dallas. Yeah.
It is not a country. New York is not a country. It's a state of the USA. USA is the country.
Okay.
Okay. And did you say also Dallas?
Yeah, yeah, Dallas.
So
Mostly property located in Dallas.
Dallas, not Dallas. It is
Yeah,
Dallas. Dallas
Dallas. Okay,
is a
okay.
town of Texas state,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. You are
and
right,
New
sir.
York is a state as well. It's not a country. They're both under the United States of America, North America. Sometimes they call.
Yeah. I am, sir, new here because I need to learn English and improve my communication skill. I am recently 3 days ago I am download this application. That's my English is very low.
No worries. We all learn slowly. Okay, and
Yeah,
you have signed up with a free trial lesson. The people
yeah,
who
yeah.
join. I'm just explaining one more time.
Today I'm
Yeah, it's signed away a
okay.
while ago. You'll get two lessons today and tomorrow, an hour, and after that your lesson would be
Okay.
over. But if you want to continue studying with me, then you have to
Yeah,
subscribe with your money. You have to pay Hello
yeah,
$16.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh, okay, sir.
and what you get in return? So classes are time control. It starts on time, it finishes on time, and all my classes are
Okay,
recorded and saved underneath my account as well as my Facebook and YouTube channel. You can always watch from there freely. And
okay.
apart from this lesson, which is 8 in a month, I conduct many public live stream. Being a subscriber, you can always join those public live streams for your practice of English, grammar, vocab, fluency, communication skill.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
so you like to develop your speaking.
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
I can read.
You can read.
Yeah.
All right. May I ask you what was your last qualification or educational degree?
Yeah, I am only 12th class.
You completed only 12 class,
Yeah.
and after that you went back to job.
Yeah.
Okay,
My friend reference I am got work online.
so you don't want to study more?
Yeah, I study but only 12th class. No more.
Uh,
Because we don't have money for studying.
I understand. So from this job, if you earn money, will you going to start your studies again in the future?
No. This is enough.
This education is enough for you.
Ah, enough.
Okay.
I improve my communication skill and English. Then I got very good job. We Indian in India, not education is important. Important your mind, your communication skills.
Okay. Best
You
of
know. Yeah.
best of luck for your future. But
Thank
you
you so
should
much.
you should also know that in order to be successful in life, studying in
Yeah.
higher education is also very important. Okay.
Yeah, I'm research recently. Recent 2 year, I'm research education in India. Uh, so many student have a degree, diploma, but they are not.
Mhm.
They are not in good job. You know,
And
other people are not have education. He and she have only communication skill and uh, conversation are good. They are very good opportunity and they are now working good salary and good future.
mhm.
That's why I am improve my English and communication skill.
And what do you think? Why people don't get jobs, even they have got degrees? What is the reason?
What's up
You said that
in India?
there are many people in India who have got degrees, diplomas, but they don't have any good jobs, right?
Yeah, because he and she don't have a communication skill and good English. That's why they are not get good job. You know, sir. In India, not important study. In India, important your mind, your behavior, your communication skill are more important. Your study. You are study degree, diploma, but you don't have a communication skill and you don't have a English conversation. Then your degree and your study is not important, not good. Like
Okay.
you are nothing.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
but do you know that if you want to have good communication skill, you need to have education?
yeah.
How do you learn English if you don't study at all?
Uh, you can learn listening, speaking.
You,
You can do it. Everything.
you need to have base. Do you know what is called base? The basic education, fundamental education.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Basic education. Yeah, I know.
But if you want to, once again, I'm saying, if you look at the history
Hmm?
of the people who are successful in your country, look at their background, their educational background. By studying 12 class is not enough. That's my idea. That's my disclaimer. Okay, but don't worry, it's your sorry, it's your
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
it's your opinion, your life. You can
Yeah,
do
yeah.
whatever you want to. That's only my suggestion. If you
Yeah, yeah, I
if
understand.
if you have
Thank you so much.
if you have opportunity, study more. That will be my suggestion. Because after a
Yeah, yeah, I know,
certain
I know.
point of time, he'll be stuck. Okay,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
maybe
sir.
you don't know because you are studying on the 12 classes. All over the
Yeah, yeah.
world, there are thousands of universities and many companies offer jobs when you have got good education, when you have got good academic results, when you have got good English skill, communication skill. That is needed, but also you need to have studies because education is
Yeah.
the only way they can measure that you are educated. Now, if you are
Yeah.
applying for a job where they need a graduate, now you'll not be able to apply even because you've got only 12 years education. Okay,
But in India, sir, most of the job only 10th and 12th class available. You don't need to any more study like degree, diploma.
I don't know about the your job employment
Yeah,
situation in India, but some
yeah.
people are
Okay,
saying they
okay.
don't agree. You see, I can see in the comment
Yeah.
section
Yes.
like
No
Asarya
matter
says,
what
no
study.
matter what you study, education is important.
Yeah.
Imdadul says, I'm sorry, I don't agree with Mehul. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
But he's talking about in the perspective of India, but I don't have much knowledge about Indian job market.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you're right, success may come anytime, even without education. There are many
Mm.
businessmen around the world who do not have education, but they're successful.
Yeah. I understand.
But in one point of time, those people who are successful, they also like to have education. Do you know?
But sir, yeah, I have recently 2 3 year experience. That's why
Now you
this is my opinion. Yeah.
you have got experience in your form filling jobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there are many people who do better jobs than you, right? From India even, they have got higher education, they've got higher degrees. It's just a matter of comparison, relativity. Do you know this word relativity?
No.
Relativity explains, you know,
Ah, relativity. Yes.
explains your situation
Yeah.
comparing to another one. You're better than someone is better than you, and that person is
Yeah.
another person is better than you.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me share one story that I read. The famous actor Amitabh Bachchan. Okay.
Yeah.
One day he was traveling somewhere, I can't remember where it was, in an aeroplane, and because he is a very famous film actor, and everyone is
Yeah.
saying in the plane hello to him and trying to take the autograph and selfies and photos.
Yeah.
Next to him, he found that there is a very suited, booted Indian guy.
Mm.
He's not interested to talk to him even either. And Amitabh Bachchan thought, oh, I'm a very famous film star in India and all over the world, and this man is not noticing me. Maybe he doesn't know me. He's thinking like this. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when everyone took the selfies and photos with him, then he asked him, sir, uh, my name is Amitabh Bachchan. I'm an actor of Indian film industry.
Mm.
Then that man spoke. He said, yes, nice to meet you, sir. My name is Tata Birola. You're the owner of the Tata
Yeah.
company.
Tata Birla. Yeah. Tata Birla.
Okay. Then Amitabh Bachchan says, look, guys, it doesn't matter how successful, how famous you are, there are always someone better than you. That is his
Yeah.
point. Okay. That is just a real life situation he explained in a local television. It's quite a long time ago. But as I said, education is education. Nobody can take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
And money is money. Yeah, money is needed for life, but also education is needed if you want to develop a good nation. If you want to give something for the country, you must be educated.
Yeah. You are right, sir.
Okay, let's not go there. So you are here to develop your speaking. So how do you practice your English? Mehul, do you hear me?
Hello, sir.
How do you practice your English? How do you practice every day?
Yeah, I am practice every day listening, talking in Insta match, and listening conversation on Hello application. And I am also using Duolingo application.
Mm-hmm. And is it helping you a lot?
Yeah, yeah. Mostly, I am join streamer and listening there and question, comment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very like.
Okay. But in order to be good speaker, you need to know some other information. I'll explain it one by one. Okay. And there is a
Okay.
question from Imdadul. I have to know the IELTS pre-process. What do you mean by that pre-process? How can I prepare myself?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to explain you, Imdadul. Hi, Ramandev. Thanks for the subscription. Let me bring her. Thanks for the subscription, Ramandev. I've invited you. Okay, so I'm answering the question of Imdadul. If you are
Pre-process.
preparing, that's the wrong word. Pre-process. There is no such a
Okay,
word.
okay.
All right. If you're preparing for the IELTS exam, you need to have few things. First, you need to decide why you need to do the IELTS exam. Okay. Ramandeep, I have invited you. You have declined possibly. Aisha says, I want to talk to you. Aisha, if you want to talk to me, then you have to subscribe this lesson on a trial basis or full subscription. Otherwise, you will not be able to talk to me. Okay. And also, you can connect me through one lesson or Instaclat. Okay. There are three ways you can always connect to me. The system of Hallo has made such a way, and you have joined also in trial, Ramandeep. Ramandeep, is it okay to hop on? I've invited you a few times. Hello,
A
well,
very good morning, sir.
good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm perfectly fine, sir. What about you? And thank you for asking.
I'm quite good. Thanks for the question. Yes, what's your question, Ramandeep?
Sir, this class is costly if I'm joining your session.
You have joined on a free trial basis, so you don't have to pay two lessons today and tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
All
Thanks
right.
a lot.
For every class other than this, when the trial period is over, the system will take you out
Mm-hmm.
from that lesson or class. It happens automatically. It is not under my control. All right. It is
Okay,
1 hour
okay, sir.
lesson, but you have joined after 24 minutes. Okay. So you don't have to pay once again anything.
So that's why I'm confused. Like that time it's costly or not. So that's why I'm bound to ask.
Okay. Generally, all the Hello classes are $16 in a month, and you will get
Okay, sir.
8 lessons, 1 hourly lessons, weekly twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
And the advantages
Yeah.
for my classes are that I conduct many live streams freely. You can join those lessons anytime if you are free. Okay. And
Okay.
it doesn't
Okay.
cost anything. I can bring all my subscribers.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So that's the explanation. And once again, please remember that both of you, because both of you join on a trial basis, after 2 lessons, the system will remove you from the subscriber chat. It adds you automatically and it removes you automatically. This is how it works. All right. Any other
Okay. So
question?
after that, if sir we have a need to join the classes, so that time we should pay over there.
That's right. You should pay Hello in that time. Hello will not let you in
Okay.
because Hal will find the history that, oh, you have already taken the free lessons.
Okay, okay. But now, tomorrow, today and tomorrow, it's totally free of cost.
Exactly. And in the meantime, if I go to public live stream, and you can join me freely.
Yeah, that time I joined, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other question?
No, sir.
All right. So where are you from again, Ramandeep?
Actually, sir, I'm from India.
And may I know what you do?
Recently, I have done my 12th standard and now I'm pursuing my IELTS examination as well as I'm a teacher on my institute.
What do you teach? May I know?
Yeah, sure, sir. Actually, I'm just give the knowledge about the IELTS, basic knowledge, like in speaking how many modules over there, in listening how many parts, in writing how many parts, like that.
So you're working for an IELTS center,
Exactly, sir.
and also you're trying to take the IELTS exam. And what's the reason for taking the exam?
Because I want to do my further study in abroad, so that's why I'm choosing that line.
Best of luck.
Thanks a lot, sir. Actually, sir, I done my exam in previous scenario, and I got overall 6.5 band, but I'm lacking in writing session, so that's why I want to give my exam again.
Mm. What was your score in writing?
5.5.
Okay. In order to develop your writing, there are few things you need to know. Number one, you must have accurate grammar. Okay.
Exactly, sir. Sometimes I really confuse about the tenses. I'm doing so many errors related to tenses, so that's why I'm not aware of that in previous time. But now I'm habitual to use some tenses. How I improve my writing session.
I can sense it from your talking. Whenever you're talking, most of your sentences are grammatically not correct. If you
Exactly,
do
sir.
the
I'm
same
doing.
thing in your writing, you're not going to get good marks. Sorry to say that.
Yeah, it's okay, sir. It's my pleasure if you give me some tips and tricks regarding my writing.
Sure. And before that, there is another question. Let me answer him quickly. For IELTS, preparation, people who are interested, first you need to understand why do you need to sit for the IELTS exam. IELTS exam is not for everyone. Number one, it's for those students or those people who like to
Mm-hmm.
study in English-speaking countries or train or register, or second category people who like to immigrate to another English-speaking countries like Canada, US, Australia, New Zealand, UK, and some European countries. And some
Exactly.
people sit for the IELTS exam to assess their quality of English.
Actually, sir, in task two, I'm able to give response, but I don't know what happened in task one. Whenever examiner gave any question related to task one, line graph, by bar chart, and pie, so that time I was totally confused.
Okay, I'll come to this point. Okay, give me one moment.
Sure, sir.
So, for Mehul, who subscribed to me just a while ago, he has done his 12th year education and he's in a job. He's very happy. He doesn't want to study anymore. He's now focusing on earning money, and but he likes to develop his communication skill in speaking. Okay, disclaimer: in order to be a good speaker, you must have at least basic or minimum education so that you can read, write, and understand. Okay, and it's just a general explanation who can develop the communication skill. Now, for the writing part, okay, let me share the writing part page then, for you, Raman. Give me one moment, please. So, how long have you been practicing then, Raman?
Actually, sir, on regular basis, I just attempt two tasks at a time, task one and task two as well.
Mm-hmm. How good is your grammar? You said that you are not sure completely about the grammar, especially tenses.
Yeah, sometimes I was totally shuffle with the tenses. I'm not able to write a single line. Sometimes I write a very good task, but sometimes I don't know why I'm confused and why I'm shuffling with tenses.
Okay. All right. So hang on a moment, please. It's writing. All right. So Mehul, if you have got any question in the meantime, please ask me. Okay. You can always stop me and ask me. All right, guys.
Okay, sir.
Both of remember that asking is the only way you can get your response. If you don't ask anyone, then I'm not supposed to understand what's on your mind, right?
Exactly, sir.
Okay. So in IELTS, so I'm sure you said for the academic test, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Academic internal.
okay, in written part there are two tests. Like for Mehul, there are two types of IELTS exam. One is academic, another is general test. As you can see
Okay.
from the name, academic is related to study, academic studies like undergraduate, graduate, postgraduate, research, scholarship, doctoral program, or any other training in another country. And general test is mostly for the immigration, like you like to work in another country. Oh, your background's a bit noisy. Is it okay to mute, please? Bit background. Why need to talk? You can unmute it. Yeah. So in IELTS academic and general test, we have got a writing task, and there are two tasks. Ramandeep, as you might be aware, task one, you have to write at least 150 words in 20 minutes,
Yes.
and task two, at least 250 words in 40 minutes. So you'll be given an
Exactly.
hour and you'll be given two tasks. Now, which task do you start first? Is it task one or task two?
Task one, sir.
Let's start with task two, please. My suggestion,
Oh,
because that is
okay, sir.
bigger. You spend more
Mm-hmm.
time, okay?
Exactly.
And there is another reason behind it, because when you are being assessed by
Mm-hmm.
the examiner will give you this for this task 70% marks.
Yeah, because task two is more bent for.
Yeah, and you get 30% marks. So start always with task two.
Okay, sir.
Okay, in academic test, task one is mostly related to pie chart, table, map, process diagram, bar chart, line graph, line chart, pie, and bar chart. So
Yeah.
you said that you got stuck in task one, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me explain briefly then what you have to do. And you know the marking criteria, task achievement,
Yeah. Lexical resource, geometrical range and accuracy, cohesion and coherence.
right? So that is very important to do. What is task achievement?
Task achievement means complete the task on time
Is it?
and yeah, and complete the task
Mm-hmm. Go on.
because sometimes students are only doing task BP1 body paragraph 1, they are not able to do body paragraph 2 on a time, so that time if we are completed the task on time, so that time we can easily get task achievement.
Right. So task achievement means it is the all the questions that you have been asked, you have to fulfill it right down there. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're right, more or less, for the task achievement. Okay. Then coherent and cohesion. What do you mean by this word?
Coherence and cohesion means which type of words a sentence structure we are using, I think, like complex sentence, compound sentence, simple sentence, simple and complex combination.
Right. And also, you're going to describe the topic step by step. One sentence should be related to the another sentence.
Yes, sir. We are using connectors. I think that part is in lexical resource,
Mm-hmm.
editing connectors and fillers. However, apart from that, in addition,
Okay. And the third part is your lexical resource, right?
yes, sir.
And what it means exactly to you, lexical resource.
Means want to make another sentence that time show our way of the writing, so that time we are editing some connectors and fillers like I earlier mentioned. Moreover, apart from that,
Mm-hmm.
as
Uh,
well as vocabulary.
mm-hmm. Go on.
And like if I'm giving example to line graph, so in that time don't write again and again increasing decreasing, that time we just editing surge, plummet, that type of words.
Mm-hmm. Great. And also in lexical resource, you must be aware to use formal or academic words. Do you know what are those formal and academic words in writing section?
No, sir.
Okay. I will suggest you better little bit know later because this 1 hour lesson is not enough. So in IELTS
Okay.
academic writing, in both of the tasks, we need to use academic or formal words.
Hmm.
Now, if you do not know, then it will be difficult for you to identify them. Okay, and also we do not write in a first person like I'm going to describe. No, you have to write in a third person, like this graph will describe, or it will be described, or a passive voice.
Yeah,
Okay,
active to passive, like we are using in I think task 2, when we are paraphrasing the question and giving line. After that we will editing, that time we are giving the response of questions, which type of questions examiner are asking, to what extent you agree or disagree, advantages, disadvantages, that type of questions when examiner was asking.
that's right. And also there are a few other things you should know. You have to focus on spelling, punctuation, capitalization. Do you know what are these capitalization?
Yes, sir. Because if we are using again and again small words, alphabets, so that time it's fine. But sometimes we are starting the words. If I gave example of any country, so if we are using a small letter of first line, so that time it's not making our sense, because that time it's totally inappropriate.
Right, proper noun. Okay, and
Okay.
also the spelling technique. There is British English spelling technique and American English spelling techniques.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I think if we are using American or British.
We cannot mix it. That is the matter. My point
Yeah.
is, do
Okay.
not mix in the same spelling technique in your writing. Say you have
Exactly, sir.
started British spelling techniques, but after a while you started American spelling technique, it will affect your score.
Okay.
It doesn't matter whatever you follow, that's fine, but as long as you follow only one, and that is the main criteria to get good score.
Okay.
And you have already explained you have to use compound and complex sentences wherever possible, and rich
Hmm.
vocab sometimes is needed.
Yeah.
Okay, the last one, as you know, grammatical range and accuracy, as you have said that you don't have good idea about tense. I'll
Yeah.
suggest you better study a little bit more about tense before you sit for the next IELTS exam.
Actually, sir, now my cousin sister teased to me, and she gave me some tips and tricks related to how I boost my grammatical range and accuracy. She was giving me suggestion whenever you are just planning about your cue card. So just thinking about the past scenario, if your cue card topic is totally based on past, so you can put the some steps, like if we are talking about the past scenario, so that time you just think about in past mostly, as well as in your night time whenever you free, so just doing past tense, you just think about the yesterday, which type of things you have done over there.
Mm-hmm. She did really good advice. Yes, tense is always related to the time, you know. And if somebody asks me, hey, what should I learn, teacher? I always advise them, study tense well, these 12 tenses, If you study tense well, then you're going to know about punctuation, gender, number, articles, okay, person, parts of speech, and also indirect voice and narration. These all are related to tense.
Yeah, sir, actually, I have a knowledge about the past tense, but main problem is that whenever I just try to use, so that time I forget. Like I want to speak in past or in present scenario.
Okay, okay, we'll take a speaking task today, okay? Ramandeep,
Okay,
join
sir.
me tomorrow. Today, let us discuss a little bit writing. As you have set for the exam already, you know all the related information and what you have to study. So, in order to get good score in IELTS exam, it is not the knowing of English; it is the knowing the rubrics. Okay, we call it rubrics, the inside hidden information. That is what we call rubrics. Like as your cousin said, if a question is based on past tense, you must use past tense, unless and until it is a direct narration. Like Ramandev, when you are a 5 years child or a girl, like I'm giving my example. When I was a
Oh,
7 years boy, my mom always told me, it's a direct narration, Rahat, you must study hard in order to be a successful person in life. You see, I'm using this part, you must study hard is a direct narration because it is within the comma. So also use present tense even in the past when it is universal truth, like the sun rises in the east, okay? Or the Earth, planet Earth moves around the sun. These are always
so
true.
sir, I have a one doubt, in especially related to my writing. Like if, but I'm asking about the speaking. Sorry for that. Actually, if we are making about the QCA topic, so that time it's mandatory to speak journal lines.
Like what?
Like if examiner gave a topic, talk about an interesting person.
Hmm.
So that time it's mandatory to use some journal lines about the person.
You have to be specific. What kind of lines are you going to use? Ramandeep, can you hear me?
Yeah, sir, I can hear you.
Uh, so the topic is describe an interesting person you know. Now the question is,
Yeah,
who is the person? Okay.
yeah,
Why do you like to follow the person? Is the person
yeah.
related to
How
you?
you know that person and why you think about that person is interesting person.
That's right. And any other information. Now, how do you like to start?
Firstly, I just speaking some journal lines. Like
Like,
if
tell
I'm talk,
tell me
like
what do you like to use? That's I'm interested to
yeah,
listen.
personal show the personality with our way of talking, and which type of person have like person include the efforts to teach to other person. And after that, I will here I would like to talk about a such experience when I was meeting with a interesting person. He's a really magnanimous personality and he living in my neighborhood, and he was really burning at the midnight oil for underprivileged children. Now he's a colonel of a army, and he able to take care about the underprivileged children, how they are dealing with the problems. So that time they just want to give some tips and tricks regarding education whenever that person was free. So that time they just want to spend a lot of time, and they just teach so many things related to education, as well as he just put food on the table for underprivileged children because they are not easily afford the books, some stationary things. So that time
Hmm.
they just try to give. On the other hand, if I talk about that person is really, we can say a kind hearted person, because they know about the problems, this type of problems like underprivileged children are facing. They just want to include some efforts. After that, how like underprivileged children are easily take knowledge regarding the education. On the other hand, I can say that person is a gem of a person in my neighborhood, because whenever I was suffering problem regarding my education, that time they are teaching to me how you should editing some vocab words in your speaking and how you take care about the tenses. So I really thankful to that person. He's really interesting person because always they are supportive to me in all my thick and thin condition. All in all, I would like to say that I was really thankful of that person because all the situation he understand to me and try to help for every individuals.
Okay. Looks like some of your lines have been taken from somewhere, some other writings.
Yeah, sir, if I do a repetition of the underprivileged, so that time it's really effect on my score.
It does. In order to get good score, remember that do not use any memorized lines from any other publication. Could be internet or could be somewhere else. Like the way I have understood, examiner will be able to understand in the twinkle of an eye. Okay, and
Okay.
do not be repetitive. Your fluency is okay. What I have noticed from the last listening to this topic, your fluency is all right. The coherence sometimes is going out of line. Remember, you get 25% marks in
Yeah,
speaking.
sometimes because sir, I was not making the plan. I just try to speak. So that time I just have a lot of idea in my mind. So that time I'm shuffling with the sentence. Like I'm not completed one sentence. After that I'm using second sentence.
Okay, now that's why you can develop it definitely if you just focus on the weaker sides. Okay, the second thing is that you're using good vocabs. That's fine. uh, that shouldn't be any problem. But in your accuracy, grammar, wider ranges of grammar and accuracy, your ranges
Yeah.
are okay, but accuracy is not okay. All right, and
Okay.
also pronunciation, the some of the sounds are not correct though. Remember this fourth section in speaking, like fluency and coherence, then
Mm-hmm.
lexical resource, grammatical accuracy, and wider ranges of grammar and pronunciation. Each of this section you'll get 25% marks, and examiner is going to assess all these four sections. So then after that they're going to give you the score. By the how was your score in last time? What did
Six
you?
point five, sir.
6.5. You'll get definitely more than 7 this time if you focus on some of the grammar parts. And
Yeah.
what I have noticed from your speaking, you have mixed up all as present and past tense, and
Exactly, sir.
sometimes you're losing when you're giving examples, and present simple you're losing those s verb. There is problem with the understanding of verb. So
Okay.
I'll suggest you can study a little bit more tense, okay, in your spare
Okay, sir.
time, okay, and record your voice in your mobile phone, then listen to
Uh,
it.
Sir, actually nowadays I'm just doing mirror practice, and I'm using my cell phone for recording my voice. After that, when I was picking any topic, I'm choosing any topic, and I just try to speak more that topic. And after that, I'm just listen my records which type of mistakes I'm doing, and I'm just comparison with past scenario in past recording which type of.
Mehul, are you there? Hello, Ramandeep.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm audible,
Yes,
sir.
yes, 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 sir.
Okay, are you listening to her as well, Mehul?
Yeah, yeah, I'm listening, sir.
Very good.
But
uh,
I can't understand.
you can't understand.
Really, bro?
Yeah,
Anyway, go on, Ramandeep. I think
little understand.
you
Yeah,
understand a little bit. Okay, we don't say little, we understand a little bit. Okay, and Raman, did you get
little
a
bit.
call by any chance?
Yes, yes. Now, actually, sir, my cousin brother disturbing to me.
Okay,
Whenever I just try to read something new, I just want to take the knowledge. So that time he just doing call.
okay. You see, you need to develop your grammar, because in the last 5 sentences, all of these sentences are grammatically incorrect. We don't say do call, we make call. We don't say do mistake, we make mistakes. Okay,
Okay,
and this
okay,
is the
okay.
reason sometimes we need to
Sir, how I'm doing practice about the tenses because my major problem is tenses.
not only tenses, choosing the words. Do you know this word's called collocation? Have you ever heard this word collocation in
Yeah,
grammar?
sir. I'm listen. I'm listen this.
We heard it, we don't say I'm listen. There is a difference between listening and here. Okay, Collocation is the natural way that we should use one word with another, like make a phone call, make a mistakes, make a bed, make a cup of tea. And
Okay,
when
sir.
you learn this type of words, we have to also
Sir,
make
firstly, my
hang let.
main focus on my tenses.
So these are all the parts of tenses.
Okay, sir.
You see, if you don't know how to use the words, then how we are going to make sentences in tenses?
Exactly.
That is the important part, you know. And don't worry, you will get good score. Take some time, take good preparation this time so that you can get
Okay,
higher
sir. Sir,
score.
and what about writing? How many times I should spend on my writing?
You have to write every day, and the problem is that because you don't know how to get it checked, then it will be better
Yeah.
to ask a competent and qualified person or a teacher to get it checked. But
Okay,
if
sir.
you subscribe to my lesson for a month, I give this service to all my students. They know that. You can send your writing to me, then I can assess and review, and I can correct you, and I can inform
Oh,
you what you have to do in order to get good marks. That's the
okay, sir.
reason many of my students got very good score, 8.5, the high score was. 26 of my students got 8.5 out of 9 in both academic and
Wow.
general.
It's a really a big hand for you, sir.
And those are also hard worker like you. It
Mhm.
seemed to me very good, good candidate. You need a little bit polishing in some of the sides, like especially writing and grammar. And grammar is related to writing. Remember that. Okay, writing.
Exactly.
When you write a sentence, it should
Mm-hmm.
be correct grammatically. But we don't expect that you're going to get 100% accuracy, but at least you'll try to get 90%,
Yeah.
95%. Okay.
Exactly, sir.
Okay. Ahmed says, sorry, what is collocation? I couldn't understand by myself. Collocation is the natural way of choosing how one word goes with another one. For example, let me give you good examples. Okay, when we are babies or children, we cry, right? Like babies cry, babies shout. We do not say babies roar. Likewise, an animal like lions do not shout, lions roar. Okay, Ahmed, that is a very easy example.
Okay, okay, sir. Now I got it. What is the collocation?
Okay, so similarly, when you're saying I'm doing mistake, that is a wrong word. That it is
I
making
make
mistake.
mis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Similarly, you said he's doing call. No, that is another wrong word. He's making a call.
making call. Yeah.
Okay, so today, after finishing this lesson, learn
Mhm.
this make collocation. Yeah? If you search it on Google or internet or any grammar book, make
Yeah.
and do, yeah, uh, Ramandeep and Mehul, you can find some examples. Where do you use do and where do you use make? N-
Okay, sir.
Now, if
Sure. One.
now now instead of making mistake, if you say I'm doing mistake, you're not going to get good marks because
Make.
one word is wrong, another is correct. You're going to get 50% marks in that case. Did you get the
Okay.
point? When an IELTS examiner checks your writing, definitely the examiner is going to see each and every word, and that is
Yeah.
the examiner's job to, okay, to give you assess.
Exactly, sir.
Okay, so my suggestion would be for your writing, write as much as possible every day and try to think in a different way, paraphrasing the topic. I said in task one, when you see the topic, you have to find this now synonyms. But if you don't know synonyms, it will be difficult for you to get the good score.
Exactly. Because if we are copying the same thing, so that time it's not our good paraphrasing.
That's right. Okay. So these are some of the tips, as you know. And do you have any other specific questions, Ramandeep?
No, sir.
Okay. For your assessment of speaking, your fluency is fine. You have to develop coherence. Your lexical research is okay. You have to develop your grammar. You have to develop your pronunciation. So
Sure,
now,
sir.
for pronunciation, people are confused very often. Remember that it is not accent; it is the pronunciation. There are thousands of accents all over the world, but one is the
Yeah,
matter
sir.
of.
Main
Mhm.
problem is that some individual want to copy to native speaker accent. So that time they are doing so many mistakes. They are making so many mistakes.
Very good. Well done. You have just detected your own mistake. This is another important part of IELTS exam. If you ever make a mistake, straight away correct it. Okay?
But if we are speaking in our like if we are use like if our we are speaking in English in speaking session, so if we are doing mistake and after that if we want to correct ourselves, so that time it's make a mistake.
Don't worry about that. Once again, we are talking about the exam. If you're sitting for the exam, do it there. In the normal conversation, do it if
Yeah,
possible.
because yeah, here we are for practicing.
Exactly. Remember, practice gives you progress. Practice
Exactly.
makes you confident. Okay?
Practice make a man perfect.
No one is perfect. I'd never use this word, unfortunately. Even the natives are not
Okay.
perfect either.
Yeah.
They have got good in his accent, good pronunciation, but they may not be correct in grammar and other parts. Remember, Ramandeep and Mehul, speaking is only a part of a language. Okay, there are other things like
Exactly.
writing, reading, speaking, and listening. Okay, so for your writing part, you have to know synonyms. Now, if you haven't studied any synonyms yet, I'll suggest you to study more. And also, try to write compound sentences rather than simple sentences. And do you know
Yeah.
how to write compound sentences, Ramandeep?
Yes, I think editing and
Hmm.
moreover.
Yes, by adding, those conjunction, we call it fanboys. Have you ever heard this acronym?
Yes, yes.
Fanboys.
I'm listening this word.
Don't use this word. Listen, I heard it or I
I
know.
heard. Sorry for that.
Yes, I heard it or I know it. Fan
Okay.
is F stands for, A for and for nor, B for but, O for or again, Y for yet, S for so.
Yeah.
We These are some of these words, but still we use some other words like though, although, nevertheless, nonetheless,
Yes.
etc. So remember that in IELTS exam, it is not the English once again, it is the rubrics that you need to know. That in the hidden information, how we can get good answer, how we can respond to a question. And understanding a question is another important part in IELTS exam. If you don't understand the question, then it's much unlikely for you to respond it clearly.
So
And
that time, sir, if we are giving our exam in speaking, especially, so that time if we are not able to understand the question, so that time we are asking to teacher, na, so just, sir, I am not able to understand. Could you please paraphrase the question?
yes, you can ask in task 1 and task 3, not in task 2.
Yeah,
In
because
task,
task two we are just cook the story.
that's right. We have used a good word, cook a story. You see, that is your creativity, task 2. Longer discussion. Task 3 is more analytical, where you have to demonstrate few things, your vocabs, your grammar, your tense, and also conditional sentence.
Exactly.
Do you know what is conditional sentence? I'm sure you know that, Ramandeep.
Which word, sir?
Conditional sentence. Do you know conditionals? Conditional sentence.
Means who are making any like sense of any sentence.
Uh, Study today. That's your homework. Okay? I'm going to ask you.
Okay, okay,
Conditional.
sir,
I'm
sure.
writing it.
Why not? Okay, sir. So,
Condition.
sir, Mehul is asking one question. Sir, I'm reading English but not speak good English and understand what is the next step is my English speaking.
You have to speak more, Mehul. Okay, and also your Sunday should be I read English, not I'm reading. If you do something again and again, we do not use continuous. We use it present simple or present indefinite. I read English, but I don't speak. Here is the matter of grammar. Okay, Mehul and Ramandeep.
Yes,
And
sir.
what would be the next next step would be speak more. Try to know some basic grammar. We have got 50 seconds. So Ramandeep, we have got quite a handful of homeworks. Okay.
Yeah, it's really fruitful for me, sir, that live session. Thanks a lot. to appreciating to me to include some efforts in my speaking as well as in my writing.
No problem. That's why I'm here to help and support all of the other people, not only you. And there are many people who are listening to us silently.
Yeah,
Thank you very
thanks a
much,
lot.
guys. Thank you.
Bye
Practice
bye,
at home.
sir.
Okay. I'll see you
Yeah.
tomorrow. It starts on time and it finishes on time. So
So which timing, sir, classes
it's
start?
6:30 my time, UK time. So you have to find out your local time.
Okay,
Okay.
sure, sir.
Thank you very much,
Okay, bye
everyone.
bye, sir. Have a great day, sir.
You
Take
too.
care.
I'll see you later. Take care and bye.
Bye bye, sir.